What is going on? What is going on? We are currently in Trenton because I picked up a trip that somebody was selling. So it's a 3-day, 2 legs today. Trenton to Atlanta, Atlanta to Vegas. And this airport is so small that there's no such thing as a jet bridge here.
Oh yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I was gonna stop right here anyway. It's a headache. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We are in Atlanta, and we have deplaned. The plane is getting cleaned, and we are waiting to board.
That's a nice camera.
It is. I enjoy it. We have a full load going to Vegas. Vegas flights are always lit, so let's see how this goes. Alright, y'all, so we are in Vegas. I'll actually do a room tour because I have stayed here before. Walk in, there's a little seating area there. Desk. Kitchenette. TV. Bedroom. We just came in. I guess that's the closet. And then the rest of the bathroom. Love a good shower. I'll come talk to y'all in a moment. I'm actually about to go downstairs with the crew. We're about to walk across the street to this 24-hour taco burrito spot because it's 2 a.m. and we're hungry later. Alright. Quick change. Time to go get some tacos. Is it Taco Tuesday? Hey. Liquor World? Hey, you all. Good night? No, I guess good evening would be the appropriate thing to say because our 19-hour day room layover is over. We are now headed to the airport. Have an 8:30 van or 8:54 showtime so that we can work this flight to Tampa. It's a great layover. I made a new friend. Chilled the entire 19 hours after we got back from those tacos. I probably stayed until like 4 a.m. and then went to sleep and then got up and got nothing. I took 2 naps today. I am feeling great. I've already eaten dinner. So I just snacked during the flight, y'all. Let's go. Fries. We have gotten on, done our pre-flight checks. We've gotten on, done our pre-flight checks. And I think we're about to start boarding, y'all. We are blocked at 4 hours and 16 minutes. That's a long time. Oh my gosh. It is this is foggy. Like, it is not the camera resolution. This is just the outside. Hi, you all. We are in Tampa. 4 hours and 50 minutes later. That flight from Vegas was long, turbulent. But there's some good passengers, you know. It always makes you feel better when you just have passengers who are like, I like you, you know, like, keep doing a good job, like, you know, they make it a little bit easier. But we're currently out here waiting to get picked up. I told them this is the color people entrance. I ain't never, this is literally my first Tampa layover because I would have remembered this. I was like, where are we at? But I'm with 3 other people who know, so that's what it's about to be. Y'all, I'm ready to check in. So I can get some quick sleep and then hopefully enjoy some pool/beach time because the weather's supposed to be good. All right, we are in here, y'all. This is, we're gonna call this trip the Sweet Life. Focus. Because every hotel room has pretty much been a little version of a suite or a mini suite. We're gonna put our stuff in there. It's just light switches galore. Yes! It's an LED mirror, y'all. Y'all know we love a good LED mirror. And I actually be dressed on my go home days. This is the bedroom where the magic is about to go down. Let's see this view. Interstate. We're literally right by the hotel. The last time I was in Tampa, I was with two of my good friends from Charlottesville. Shout out to Jamie and Taryn. We were presenting at a conference, and we ended up going to this vineyard. It was a drive though, so I know this layover is too short, but that vineyard had such good wine. But y'all, I'm not eating breakfast. I'm not doing anything other than wiping down this place, checking for the bed bugs, taking a shower, and going to sleep. All right, y'all, so it's another day. Well, actually, no, I take that back. It's literally the same day. It is just hours later, and I am headed out. Probably gonna go chill by the pool. But I've never actually stayed here, so I just need to get out of the room. So I'm gonna walk around and kind of see what we got going on around here. I need to double check and make sure I have my key before I go downstairs. But let's see what we can get into. Alright, y'all, so I had no plans what I was actually gonna do, but I pulled up the map and there was a mall. And if you know, if there's one thing we love, it is the opportunity to shop. And so the mall was like a 20-minute walk. Come on now, 6'4". We did that thing in about 12 minutes. If y'all see a viral video of some dude in Florida dancing on the corner, make sure y'all send them to my channel because it was me. Yeah, so just as fast as I was in that mall, I was out of that mall. It's nothing like having a layover where you can go out. Y'all needed shorts for this, because everybody in Tampa's walking around with like shorts and t-shirts on. We are hot. You about to get hit. Not anything, because I have surpassed my spending on a layover budget for the month. And it's only Valentine's Day. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, by the way. That's why I meal prep, because we ain't making that good money yet. Alright, y'all, it is go home day. We have a 7 o'clock van time, walking out of this hotel, ready to go home. One flight to Jersey. And then we're done. The hotel that we stay at is like super close to the airport, so you get here in like 5 to 7 minutes. So we found out when we got down to the lobby, our flight is delayed. So we were supposed to leave at 8:30, and our flight is now delayed till 10:56. So part of the job is that you have to expect the unexpected, because you never know. But we didn't call, we didn't try to extend our rest or anything like that. We just came. You know, it was like, go sit back upstairs in the hotel room for like 2 hours, or just come to the airport and get 5 hours of pay. We're gonna come. So we were all like, let's go in this van. And plus we're all cool, we're cordial, you know, we're talking, cutting. So that is what it is. It's a little bit of airport appreciation here in Tampa. So I am not in Trenton. I am not in my car driving to Philly because I am off from the trip. I am back at the hotel in the exact same room, in the exact same condition that I left. The flight was canceled. So yeah, so much has transpired since I talked to you all at the airport. We found out first it was delayed. It wasn't gonna leave at 8:30, it was gonna leave at 11:45. Then it was 12:30. Then at about 10:40, we learned that flight was canceled. Then they had to figure out, first of all, what was going to happen with getting us back to base. The company is responsible for always getting the flight attendants back to base. And then there's all sorts of legalities with like rest, because we couldn't just like hop on the next flight that would get us there or close to there, because we had already signed in. At that point, we were on duty. Even though we weren't working on the aircraft, we were on duty. We were no longer at rest. So we now have to be given rest before we can just kind of go back into like on duty, as in deadheading home. We're back here because we're staying here, and we are deadheading, let's see, tomorrow morning. Well, I guess it's today at this point. In the morning, we are deadheading on another airline, leaving at 10:40 to get there at 1. But this flight is going to take us from Tampa to Philly. We're parked in Trenton. So that means the company has to shuttle us from Philly to Trenton. That is the drama. However, you're taught and you learn as a flight attendant, we're like palm trees. We bend, but we don't break. There are some hidden blessings in this. There's a good little thing called a contract that protects you in situations like this. We're already set to get a certain amount of credit time for this trip. We get credit for the canceled flight as if we worked it, so we get paid for that. We get additional credit hours for going into our off days because all of us were off tomorrow. So now all of us we're back on duty tomorrow, and we get credit for the flight that we have to go home. And our per diem is still running because your per diem is time away from base. So the time you block out at base until the time you get back to base. Until the shuttle drops us off in Trenton tomorrow, we're still getting per diem. So that amount that we get per hour is still running. So I will say that those are all of the hidden gems, hidden blessings amongst all of this chaos. If we were to be optimistic and find a silver lining. But yeah, y'all, this is the stuff that they talk about as like, it's not all super glamorous. You have to be prepared for the unexpected. I also am now not legal because I can't work beyond 6 days in a row without a full calendar day off. I had this 3-day trip. I was supposed to be off on the 15th, and then I started a 3-day reserve block. Well, my 3-day trip has now turned into a 4-day trip. And so the 4 plus the 3 makes 7. I'm not legal. So they had to erase my 16th reserve day because now I'm not legal for that. Still get credit for it, still get paid for it, but I no longer have to work. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into this. I'm about to go to bed because what was today? What was today? Good morning, you all. This is day 4, take 2, trying to get out of Tampa. I'm late for the shuttle, but it's because I didn't go to sleep till like 1 a.m. and here it is, over it. Alright folks, so after a quick flight on Southwest, we are now in Philadelphia. Still not off because we are on getting shuttle to Jersey because that's where all of our cars are, so that's where our trip will officially end. But I'm going to go ahead and sign out here because there's nothing else for me to tell you other than I'm riding to Jersey to turn around and drive back to Philly. It'll be easy. For those of you who are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can follow along and see the things that we do over here in this flight attendant content. And for those of you who have been rocking with us, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get notified each time I post. And I will be with y'all the next time.
Fly